Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How's everybody doing tonight? Let us know what you're reading, and we'll just go ahead and jump into what you guys are reading. Tiffany?
Perilous Cow by Laura Bradford.
Yay!
Woohoo!
How are you liking it?
I'm loving it.
I'm going into, sorry, I don't know why I'm not ready. I'm going into a Babysitter's Club. Goodbye, Stacy, goodbye.
Nice.
Check off my movie adaptation prompt.
Awesome. And I think they actually did that one as an episode of the show, if I recall.
Nice.
So double bonus.
There you go. I did think about that for a second. I'm like, wait, which ones would be here? But conveniently now all of the graphic novels were available, but now they're all on hold.
That's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
That's frustrating.
So I took the one that was available.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
That works. So I'm in the mood to mood read, and I just wandered over to my shelves this afternoon and picked a random book. So I'm reading Bulletproof Christmas by Barb Hahn. It's a Harlequin intrigue. I've really been in the mood just to mood read lately, and I'm like, this is what's calling to me. That's what we're gonna read. And then probably the next sprint I'm going to listen to Toxic Toffee, because I'm about halfway through that right now.
Yay.
And I still can't stand Juliet. I'm sorry.
I don't like her either.
That's funny. I think she's hilarious.
Oh,
but she's also not my future mother-in-law.
Exactly.
Right? I like her, but at the same time, she's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find her annoying.
I'm like, they just started dating. Like, come on.
I know. It's like, oh my god.
I don't know. I guess I just think she's funny, like I said, because I mean she's not anybody. If I did deal with her in real life, it would be another story.
You'd be singing a different tune.
Right. But just reading about her, I'm like, oh, she's funny. Partly too because I know people like that, like in a small town like that are like that. So
yeah. But I can tell the book is influencing me because my husband made a joke this morning saying that we needed another cat and gave him a J name because we've got Presley, Bernard, so we need P, B, and J. And I said, well, we'll name him Jethro. Garrett looks at me and goes, Jethro? And I'm like, oh God, I've been reading too much Amanda Flower.
Yeah.
So true.
So,
Brainstorm.
Like you, I'm going off the TBR, and I've been doing that quite a bit since I started this in August here. But I wanted to read it, and none of my libraries had it or anything, and my friend had bought it, and so it was lendable, so she lent it to me. So I only have 14 days to read it in.
Ooh.
So My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I want to read that one.
So I'm like, well, I better get that going because I don't want it,
I really enjoy that author.
Yeah, like the one library has like everything but that book. It was like, really?
Always.
Hi, Green Stick says, good evening, everyone. I'm going to start off reading with Be Your Future Self Now by Benjamin Hardy. His writing has helped me lose 249 pounds in the last 2 years. Wow.
Congratulations. Wow.
That is amazing, Green Stick. Like, really, seriously incredible.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I wish I could, stick to something like that. I need to.
Seriously.
Hey, look at that. Alicia, hello, reading My Killer Vacation by Tessa.
Nice.
Mystery with very spicy romance. Cute, mindless.
Nice.
I love Tessa Bailey.
This one was I asked my friend Barb to give me 5 books that she really liked so that I could read what she liked. And this was actually one of them. So is that weird or not? Because she's like the horror reader. And here she is giving me My Killer Vacation.
Well, My Killer sounds, I know.
Maybe the murder's brutal. Who knows?
She did give me a few,
I will say serial killer romances are all the hip thing right now.
They are all the rage.
Yeah, well, and all the other books that she gave me, either I really didn't want to read or had already. She's like, everything else I think you've read because we buddy read a lot of things. So
That's fair.
fine. Hey, Lauren says, hey, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. I'm reading No Greater Crime by Maddie Day this evening.
Excellent.
A lot of people's favorites. Yes, and congratulations on the weight loss.
That's
awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hi, Dream says, hi, everyone. Tonight we'll be continuing with the salted caramel.
Yay.
Nice.
And said, Green Stick Cottage adding to my TBR right now. Congratulations. Terrific. Yeah. Maybe I need something like that to get me. I need something to focus myself
Right.
Right?
on losing weight. I did really good there for like a couple of years and then I fell off the wagon. Oh, don't do that to me. There we are. I lost my spot. Says, I'm giving Marry Me Millie by Amy Lillard a try. Amish romance, pregnant heroine, which isn't my favorite trope, so we'll see.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
We'll see how you're liking that one, Kev. Interesting.
Gotcha.
And Caitlin says, hi, everyone. Reading Live and Let Shine. Yay. And Green Six said, thank you, and highly recommend his earlier books. Personally, it isn't permanent as well. Okay. Oh, and he also has a YouTube channel. Good stuff for any goal you want to pursue.
Wow.
Excellent.
Have to give him a look-see.
Mhm.
Hi, Tammy. Says, hi, everyone. I'm reading The Gold Digger this evening. Hi, Anita. Says, I'm continuing with Killing in Costume by Zach Bizin. I don't know how you say it. Bizinetti?
Sure. Your guess is That's
Hey,
one-
Books and Hiking Boots says, hi, 40 minutes left of an audiobook, Maya Antonia.
Nice.
And hi, Jenny says, hello, everyone. I'm still reading The Guncle. It's taking me longer than normal, but only because I spent the past few days with a terrible
Oh.
headache.
Mm.
Sorry.
With what I've read, it's really good, though.
Well, I'm glad you are feeling better. That's I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Nadine says, I'll be starting The Brutal Telling by Louise Penny, number 5 in the Ahmad. Can't say his name right now. I had it, and it's gone. Anyway, the Gamash series. Not a cozy. I'm in the mood for dark, gritty, and a good thriller. Yeah.
The brutal telling sounds like dark and gritty.
Yeah.
Right?
Hi, book fans is reading Donut Disturbed by Ellie Alexander.
That's the latest. Nice.
Nice.
And Nancy says, hi, everyone. Reading Fatal Frost by Karen McInerney.
Oh, I like that series.
And
Yay.
Tina says that she's rereading 365 Days by Blanca Lipinski. Maybe. I don't know. Lipinska or something.
Cool.
I'm not good with those foreign last names. Karen Bird says, hi, everyone. I don't know what I'm reading yet. Oh,
If you need help.
give us some choices. Anita says, do you have an Instagram page? I'm looking into it and wondering if anyone has a Bookstagram.
I do not.
I do, but I'm really not active on it.
I was going to say the same thing. I have one, but yeah, I'm not like very active.
Yeah, at all.
I was really active when I first got it. Like I was like, oh, I was super into it. And then all of a sudden I like fell off the wayside.
I know,
I
right?
did. I posted like every day for 2 years, and like then I was just I hate social media.
I think I get discouraged by everybody else's pretty like
Right?
pictures, and mine are just like, oh look, I'm reading this book. Here you go.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm like, I was watching this one. It's like to have all that prettiness that they have to have tons and tons and tons of like just stuff in boxes that they must
yeah.
because
That's exactly. There was a girl who used to do a compilation of her behind the scenes video of every day that she would post her Bookstagram and like what she would go through, to the point where she would like she'd have her chest on a ladder as she hung over and had her boyfriend hold her legs up while he like had like a lamp on his foot, and it was like just to take the picture, and like she would like show the process for like literally for a picture every day.
For something that somebody's literally gonna go shoot, shoot, oh, like,
Exactly.
and then keep going. Like
my
That is-
pictures usually end up right there. This part
Yeah.
you've probably seen in a whole bunch of pictures because I put my book up there and I'm like,
Mhm.
click.
That's it.
That is absolutely insanely.
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
It
that
is.
was,
It's crazy.
and you would think like it for a week's worth of a week's worth of pictures, it was like 2 hours worth of video just showing the behind the scenes. And like how they would have a meltdown with each other, like, where did you put my blue vase? And like, they would like that's how like they're gonna get divorced or break up or whatever. I'm just
Right?
like, God,
You
really?
moved it. It used to be over here. Why is it not over here?
What was the cause of the divorce? Instagram.
Cheating, no photos.
No, yeah, no.
Hi, Jesse. He says, hello, everyone. Finished Cottage by the Sea by Debbie
Oh,
May
yay.
Cooper. 5 stars. Wow.
Excellent, Jesse.
And Jessica Lynn says, hi, I'll be reading A Sprinkle in Time, book 2 of the Shake Shop series by Dana Mintek.
Minting, I think.
Okay, I hear some thunder, so I will just tell everybody now I am under a severe thunderstorm warning. So if it gets kind of hinky and I have to go, y'all know why.
She suddenly disappears.
I will be right back.
Okay. And Sherry says, I'm reading Aggie Morton Mystery Queen, The Dead Man in the Garden. I want to read that series.
Hmm.
I think that's the one with the young Agatha Christie.
It is, yes. I have that series to read as well.
And Amy says, hello, everyone. I'm going to be reading a Rover story.
Hmm.
And hello, everyone. I will be reading Deadly Eclair by Daryl Wood Gerber. Well, Roxy, let us know what you think of that one because there are a few of us that have read that, me and Tiffany mainly, I think, that aren't very big fans of that series. So I'm kind of curious if you like it. And Melmac says, hi, Storm. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Lee. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Big Trouble in Little Greek Town by Kate Collins, number 3 in The Goddess of Green Street. That's
Nice.
I like the Big Trouble in Little Greek Town. It's on page 129 of 360.
Nice.
Hi, Amber Jen. Says, hello, everyone. Long time no see. It has been. I hope you're doing fine. And Melanie says, happy Monday. I'll be reading Twisted Thread by Leah Waite. I like that series. Jessica Lynn says, oh, I'll also be coloring in my Debbie May Comer coloring book I recently did.
That's awesome.
Immediately looked it up when I saw that comment. I'm like, oh, coloring? Okay, I've got to look into this.
I agree, Anita. It's a great book. And Danielle says, hi, everyone. What you reading, Danielle? And hi, Sherry. Nancy says, I think Juliet is hilarious, too. She's like Miss Bennett in Pride and Prejudice, too. I find entertaining as well. And I find annoying as well. I mean, she does. She makes me do the eye rolls, Mrs. Bennett. She definitely. I remember the first ever version I ever watched was the 1940s version with Laurence Olivier, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. It was I was laughing so hard because she was so over the top. The way they done, I was like, oh my goodness. Hi, Tammy says I'm reading at Jessica Lynn. I'm reading The Sprinkle in Time as well. Are you enjoying it? I am. I hope you're both enjoying that. And Jesse says, going to read The Endearment by Lavelle Spencer. Yay!
I knew you'd be excited.
And Cajun says, one of my cat's middle names was Jethro because the boy would eat anything, including olives.
Oh my gosh.
That's a one-time thing. He got into my bowl and I didn't routinely.
Wow.
And Jessica says that she's not very far, but yes, she's enjoying it. About 50 pages in. Hi, Rosie says, hi, I finished Where the Crawdad Sings this morning. I started thinking about it was a 3-star, but by the end, I gave it 5 stars. Really good. I'm excited to continue The Murder with Peacocks now.
Nice.
Ambergen says, I'm going to be reading Treasure and Treason by Is it Kelty Kells?
Healthy Kells.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Scottish Fold Sleuth for the first scavenger hunt. Cool.
Nice.
And hi, Melissa said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Outlander 6 still. I'm 85% done. It's very intense right now. Cool. Taylor romances?
These aren't your grandma's romances, let me tell you.
Oh, and she's really liking it far. That's good. Okay, so I have already went over a couple minutes, so
That's okay.
let me find my banner, and we'll read to the top of the hour. And everybody wish those storms away because
Go away, storm.
I don't mind rain. I just don't want.
Storm can stay, but the
Yeah,
storm
go away,
can go.
thunderstorms. Yes,
Yeah.
go away, thunderstorms.
Happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
Good. I switched over to a romance book because I am super tired and I don't know that I could catch everything with Perilous Pal and I don't want to miss anything. So I'm like, okay. So I can't remember what it's called. I don't know why I'm so tired today.
It's Monday.
It's Monday for sure.
I did pretty good. I ate dinner and I got to chapter 4 in Babysitter's Club.
Nice.
I also ate dinner and then went and had a shower, and I'm halfway through the first chapter of this book.
Nice.
Oh wait, Lee, what did you have for dinner?
I had Jersey Mike subs, some chips, and a cookie.
Sarah?
I had fish, potatoes, and corn. So
Okay.
Yum to both.
I forgot to look at where it was.
She's having a crisis over here. If anybody does not know, Storm's had a crisis.
16% into it. Okay. So, does anybody know XO Rosie, like actually know her?
No.
To like be able to say, okay. I'm going to name names. Mel Mac
I
accidentally like blocked her or did something or whatever. Her like finger touched it like when she had it in her hand or did something. And
oh no.
I said I can still see her comments, but she said she couldn't see it. And I don't know how to try to get her back or to do whatever. I don't know.
You know, this was the
So,
worst thing
if
that could
you're out
happen
there,
to Mel.
Wait a sec.
The worst thing that could happen to Mel with Tiffany here. The giggle says it all. The giggle says it all.
Sorry, Mel, I threw you under the bus. You were going to try to do it to
This is
me.
like Tiffany's dream come true right now.
Right?
I knew God was with me. I just
Mel Mac, just leave the chat and don't come back. We'll understand.
Yeah. Come in under an assumed name.
Right.
She's gone into witness protection.
But anyway, if XO Rosie is watching and she can't like type on here or anything, was nothing personal. It was an accident.
That's what
We
happened.
swear.
Yeah, I don't know how to get you back. I think it's usually it's only for so long a period. I just don't know.
I think, yeah, it's a certain time limit, right?
So-
Where's Jane? She can tell us about her time in jail.
Yeah, I know. You can join the many that have been in the accidentally blocked like
Mm-hmm.
YouTube jail stint.
Mel Mac, as somebody who's now learned what she's doing, I can help walk you through it. So that this doesn't
Well, I asked her if she could click on the like one of her messages or something, and she says that it doesn't give her anything to unblock her or anything. It says
You know, all those times she gave me a hard time, I said the same thing. No mercy. No mercy.
and I like clicked on her name and it just says block or timeout. So I tried to watch a video and they're like, if you want to block somebody, you do this. If you want to unblock them, you do this. And I'm like, but mine doesn't have any of those options.
Oh no.
So I was like, I don't know. Anyway, so Cornflower says, Tiffany, she is loving your new video. So helpful with her lupus. I'm always looking for new food ideas to help my pain. I prepped a massive container of your hash this afternoon.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
And she said, Green Six says, thank you, ladies. It's wonderful not having to carry around that burden anymore. My joints are thankful.
Mhm.
I bet. That's just incredible.
Hi, Sarah says, I'm not reading. I've been cleaning my bedroom and trying to debunk some of it, even though there's a lot stored under the bed. Yes, I need to do a massive cleanup of the bedroom, but no. Oh, I need to get a bunch of like storage containers
Yes.
for all my books that I don't have a place to put yet. But does that stop me from buying more? No.
Will it stop you? No.
And Melmac says, I like Juliet, but I think she can be really annoying too. Usually when she's planning Bailey and Aiden's wedding, when she saddles Bailey with Jethro's pig sitting duties. Yeah. It's like, here, just babysit my pig. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Gives it her over. And Jessica Lynn says, I had to do a double take on Discord. You changed your pic again. Yeah, she's got blueberries on her picture. And Tammy says Brussels sprouts, broccoli, asparagus, onions, carrots, zucchini, yellow squash, mushrooms in her hash.
Nice. That sounds delicious.
It was going well except for the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I'm with you on Brussels sprouts.
No, I love Brussels sprouts. Tammy, we should talk more about lupus.
And maybe mixed if it's cut up really fine and mixed in with all that other stuff, you might
not notice. Yeah.
Delicious.
But I've tried everything. Everybody's like, do bacon grease, do bacon bits, do bacon this, and it still don't taste good to me. So I'm just like, it's just a vegetable that's not for me.
That's it.
And Sarah Beth says, I am just over having so much stuff everywhere and want and need to change for a better life. Yes. Yeah, I mean, my room's starting to look like a hoarder's room, so I really need to do something about it. But at the same time, I look and I go, I don't want to. And it being hot doesn't help because it's really hard to motivate whenever there's heat.
Yeah, then you don't want to do anything.
And Cajun says, Juliet makes me roll my eyes, but she's not Natasha level of annoying to me. Natasha from Domestic Diva. I haven't read that one, so I don't know about that.
Natasha is more like evil intent. Like, she's just not nice. Juliet's just oblivious. Like, and I don't think
she's in her own world.
Yeah, and I think she's always coming with, no malintent involved when she's
not good intentions. It's just
they're this is my daughter-in-law. She's like, we're not even engaged.
I haven't even went out on a date yet.
Right, exactly. We just like each other. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think and I think it is even mentioned in there, like they were apprehensive about even going on a date because of the way she was trying to put them together. And so it's like you're hindering it. You're not helping.
True.
Hi, Cheryl says hello, everyone. And Nancy says, I'm enjoying Fatal Frost 2. Tiffany characters are great, especially the animals. Love Blossom, the goat, and Choke, the dog.
That's awesome, Nancy. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Nita says, thanks. I'm looking into it. I really thought it may not be for me. Okay. I missed something, or I don't remember something. Hi, Bev says, still working on It Happened One Summer.
Nice.
Bev.
And Bev wants to know, Hannah, how was your first day of work?
Yes. And
she says lots of information.
Yeah.
Day one is always so overwhelming.
It usually is.
And especially being in a library, that's probably like information overload.
Yeah.
This goes there and this does this and you do this and you put this over here and that goes there. And it's like, what?
I don't just get to sit here and read books. That's not what I signed up for.
Right.
Yeah. Go away, Storm. Yeah, I think it worked because like it's grumbly. It was windy and I thought it was going to, I don't even think it's rained.
Aww.
And I got a thing that said that the severe thunderstorm was canceled because it like lessened, I guess. So it's not severe.
I just want to say that Rosie can't enjoy this beautiful comment from Melissa because Melmac blocked her. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to say anything else.
Comment. I don't think it's that she can't watch.
Right.
Smarty pants.
I was just, worried about Rosie not seeing her beautiful comment.
And so Melissa
because of Melmac, right?
So Rosie, in case she's out there, I love that book too. Have you watched the movie yet? Amazing adaptation.
We shall never know what book because of Melmac.
Exactly.
And I totally get it. When I started my new job, I felt like system overload. I'm sure you will do great. Yeah.
Agree.
Friday Dale says, I probably tried to finish
Yay!
Beaches, Buffaloes, and Burglars tonight.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And Rosie said, not yet, but I've watched the trailer right after I finished.
Oh, Crawdads.
Yeah.
That was the book.
Oh, yeah. It was
Oh, where the crawdads sing, yeah.
And Lauren said, oh, goodness, this is a millennial cozy. Not sure I'll like it, but I give it a little while at least.
What was
one
she
were you reading?
I have to go see what she's reading. I'll scroll back.
I don't remember. I tried to scroll up, but I can't see anything. I don't know. Hi, Jared says, hi, everyone. Today's the first day of school. I'm about to pass out on my couch, but I wanted to say hi. Oh.
That is
Hi,
so
Jared.
early.
And see, here's
early.
Melmax. Are you still there? Didn't we deleted?
Such an evil
With
laugh.
great power comes great
And-
responsibility, Melmac.
And it says that Melmac is the new Tiffany. So
Karma.
And Lauren was reading No Greater Crime by Maddie Day.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I don't feel that that's a millennial cozy, is it?
I've never thought that, but maybe she's
Lauren, did you start at the end or did you start at the beginning? Because it might feel differently. I mean, do you read in order? Because isn't that one like later on in the series?
Now, Melmac, let her answer the question. Don't just block her. We'd like to know.
Cozy has come to our information rescue. She said Rosie is still there. It said you hid her, but then you unhid her. When I click on her name, she's not hidden from the channel.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say because I could still see her like messages, but I didn't know if it was because I was hosting or not.
So bad.
Here you go, Tiffany. Said she changed it to blueberry because it's blueberry season, but Tiffany already knows that cherries rule.
Lemons are the way to go.
Oh my gosh, we're still on this lemon.
Yes.
Let it go.
Right.
Let it go.
Hannah's reading
Never.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
I'm so tired.
This is how West Side Story starts here, people. You know. So
Yeah,
he's like
Lauren and I
Billy
got to reading that we were dealing with an internet crisis, disaster, nobody panic, everything.
She does sound like me.
She was like, help, SOS. I accidentally.
She does sound like me. Oh, Melmac. Karma.
You're twinsies now. Danielle says it ended up being more of a productive spread for me, but put away some laundry, ate dinner. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Baby Sam woke, so fed him while I read my book. Cool.
Look at you multitasking over here.
Right, Mama?
Come on.
Ooh, she's got popcorn. Made it to page 178. 34 pages of Cloak and Dagger.
Nice.
52% read. Look at all that. Oh, getting 29 pages of Aggie Knight.
Wow.
Excellent.
Reading Outlander for the first time, about 90 pages in. And it's just slow go so far, but I'm gonna keep going.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think the beginning where she's like back in actual time is a little boring. It's when she goes through and gets into the other time.
Then it's like, oh, now here we go.
Yeah, it gets like, so if you're still in that part, like, yeah, keep going.
Up until she meets Jamie, it's boring.
I agree.
Yeah. And then Melanie said, page 70 of 303. Lauren says, I ended up DNFing my book. Not sure I hate it or if I'm just exhausted.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
66.
Excellent dream.
Went from 12 to 15%. Good job. Oh no, she did it, Tiffany. Now we're getting there to the comments. I was wondering what the comments was going to look like. Yep.
Terrible.
Oh, Storm, you just made my night by telling me that.
Yeah, it says I ended up DNFing my Amish book, moving to Heirlooms by Sandra Bird, a dual-time women's fiction romance book audio too, which makes it all kinds of happiness.
Nice, Gaff.
We also call her the snitch.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Ironic.
Yes.
Justice.
Thank you, Cation. Thank you.
You know, here, Tiffany, was your chance to rise above this and be the better person and help out. She's like, no, it was not. This was not that time.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
Tiffany is so tickled.
She really is.
And I think it helps because she said she's a little bit tired too.
Oh.
So it helps. So now Tiffany's gonna give Tiffany tutorials.
Well, clearly it would help.
You broke the website. When you Tiffany made me snore in her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
And Nancy said to Rosie, I love crawdads too. It was a 5-star for me too. Surprise ending.
I'm sorry, Nancy. Unfortunately, due to Melmac's carelessness, she might not have seen her message.
I won't be as easily recognized.
Melmac says, I changed my Discord avatar earlier today. That was timely. I won't be so easily recognizable.
Now she should put her blueberries with like sunglasses and a trench coat on. You know,
Right?
It's like a blueberry head and just the.
This looks like a Lee comment. What picture are you working on this evening? Or it could be.
Oh, I thought she was talking to Sarah.
Or Sarah. I don't know.
Oh, I did too. I thought she was talking to Sarah Cross Stitching.
I mean, if you're asking about coloring, I'm on picture 81 of the day. So,
Oh my goodness.
Colored 5 at work.
Oh my
Plus the one.
She's gonna be in the unemployment line coloring as she goes.
Plus the one I was seriously.
Unemployment?
I was working on red lights on the way home. Okay, that's how bad this addiction has gotten. I might just have to delete the app and call it a day, but I can't. Not yet.
But I'm not
After she gets been coloring everything, she'll delete the app.
Not yet. I can't.
I am not a quitter.
Well, what are you working on, Sarah? In case that was for
Yes,
you.
I think it was for Sarah.
I'm working on a Halloween.
Oh, cute.
Nice. I like that.
Thank you.
Adventures in AIP. All about the autoimmune protocol diet, but it's got like each week is a vlog, so it's got like a grocery haul and what I've had for the day, what food and stuff, because it's a.
I started watching the one. I didn't
Crazy
get
diet.
finished with it. The one where you're like, oh, I couldn't do it. Back to the supplements.
That's It's now really expensive dog food, but Kairu loves it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't do it, Bev. That's really great for you. It says I'm now dairy free. It's been a struggle. However, my boyfriend made me a good dairy free mac and cheese tonight. Now,
Excellent.
if you can find somebody can make you something like that. That's good. But I'm a mouse and I love my cheese too much.
Ditto.
I don't think
Sometimes the cheese does not love me, so
Exactly.
But I have medicine for that, so it's all good.
See, I keep telling myself I need to do that diet, like where you eliminate, like there's like 7 things to eliminate, like wheat and dairy and all them kind of things. But I'm like,
autoimmune protocol.
I don't think I can do that for like 19 days or whatever. It's like,
This is way longer. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you go for like 19 days and then you add one back in it, so it's kind of like that, but
A lot like that.
and it's to see if you're allergic to something, because if you feel bad, then you know that that's something that you're allergic to, because it's like the 7 most common things that make you give you inflammation in like your stomach and stuff. So
Here's the
It's
problem.
probably a lot like that. It's just more AIP is probably more restricted.
Yeah. Once you know it's not good for you, do you still go back to eating it and just deal with the pain anyway?
that would be the choice.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's like
right.
you're like, well,
But then if you know it, like if it's cheese, then maybe I could get like some kind of lactose thing to maybe it wouldn't. Where if it's like wheat, then maybe you would need to do like gluten-free stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I know it's lactose, so like I'll do the pills if I'm, you know what I mean? But a lot of the times now I'll just do lactose free milk and stuff like that. Like if I go to Starbucks, I'll just order it with lactose free milk. So it's not the dairy itself, it's the lactose for me. And the other thing, surprisingly, I have an intolerance to cinnamon, regular cinnamon. So if I like breads or muffins, that I can't.
Right.
Weird.
That sucks.
Melissa says to Nancy, I'm glad you said it was a surprise ending because I got made fun of in my in real life book club for not guessing the ending either. They were all like, really? It was so obvious. Oh.
Aw.
It's like, not to me.
And she's like, well, I didn't get it either, Melissa. I don't think we were alone from what I've read. So a lot of other people didn't get it either. LOL, Tiffany rubbing it in. Dang, Tiffany rubbing it in.
Like my work here is done.
Poor Melman.
I'm glad I'm making people laugh. There you go. That's the way to think about it. That's the way to think about it. I was looking to see if she was in the comments anywhere, if that like little Rosie lady was there, but I don't see her.
No, she's not back. We've still look at this.
Sad part is she probably just went to go eat dinner and she's going to come back and be like, what's all this controversy about?
Right?
Okay, so we will read here from the little banner up. That's why if you saw the like banner go away and then her little thing pop up there in the banner, I'm sure they're looking, what is she doing? Trying to figure out how to get poor little Rosie back. Okay, so happy reading.
Happy reading.
Happy reading, everybody.
So how did you do?
Good. I got to 66%. I listened to a little bit of A Perilous Pal, but
I got to chapter 9 in my book.
And I'm at 57% of Toxic Toffee.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got to 26% of My Killer Vacation. It's
Nice.
kind of,
are you liking it?
yeah, I'm liking it. It's kind of funny because it's like this opposites because like you got this big burly bounty hunter and then you've got her and
Nice.
I see. I see.
he doesn't want her messing with his investigation
Yeah.
kind of thing. So, but she thinks she knows a few things because she listens to podcasts.
Ooh. So it's a not so cozy.
It's been Bone or something like that. So she listens to True Crime podcasts. So she knows what she's doing. And so Lauren said the greater one is she just called it a millennial because the thing that must not be named from the last 2 years, some off-putting talk about trans characters and other millennial topics.
That makes sense.
And probably just too tired for real life topics.
Fair enough.
Well, sometimes we don't.
earlier, but I can see the pumpkin mode going in there.
Tired.
So Sherry says, I did start my Amish book on audio last night. It's A Gathering of Secrets by Linda Castillo.
Ooh.
Nice.
Amish with an edge.
I was going to
Excellent.
say, it almost has like a thriller title to it.
It is.
you
It's a
know?
Linda Castillo. Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
paper folder. Yeah.
Nice, right?
They're very gritty and gruesome, like especially like number 2. It was like,
Oh,
Ooh.
wait until you get to book 4.
oh,
The opening of book 4 made me go, what? Like, it was brutal.
Oh,
Yeah.
see,
Okay.
I'm picturing like Amish with like cloaks on and like murdering
No,
people and covering
it's
it
not
up.
a spoiler because it happens right at the front at the beginning of the book. It's like this, like the prologue. This Amish family's coming home in their horse and buggy, and a car comes out and like T-bones the buggy. Bad.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
she's
well, like
very
in the-
descriptive, is she not?
yeah, she is. Like, well, like in the one that I just got done, like a whole family of like Amish family
Yeah,
got
they're
like,
just wiped out.
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna scare her before she goes to bed.
No, we don't want to do that. Sorry, Tiffany.
You're
Sorry.
good. I'm here.
Bunnies and unicorns.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of Amish, though, the nice Amish, I finished Churn for the Worse by Laura Bradford.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I have 2 more to go in that series to get caught to. I think it's a finished series, so to finish it.
It is.
Anita says I actually
Oh.
deleted the coloring app because it was getting a little addictive.
I understand, Anita. I really do.
You guys all need like an intervention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Teresa. You must be new. I don't recognize that name. So hi.
Happy you're here. What are you reading?
And this one I think is for your pretty that you're making.
My
Sarah.
picture. Thank you.
So it's not a millennial series, but the author might be trying to put some modern topics into the writing. Yeah.
Fair enough.
She's got her sunglasses on. It says, "This is my disguise."
Who is that? We don't know.
And Beth says, I have IBS and I've been trying to figure out what's my triggers are. Dairy was first on the list.
Mm-hmm.
My husband has it too, and his triggers are stress and nerves. Mhm.
So it doesn't always have to be food related.
No.
Correct.
And Nancy's long gone, but probably. But bye, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I think I'm going to say goodnight, folks. Happy reading. I've been reading pretty much all day. I've started 3 new books and worked through complete Sherlock Holmes. Too.
Wow. Good for you.
Holy. That's amazing.
Nice.
And Beth says, I work at a vet office and can't say, hey, dog, gotta run while I'm restraining a pet.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Makes sense.
Is she sucking up or what?
Oh.
And here's Rosie. She said, oh, sorry, guys, I'm here. I had to take care of something. I left my phone. I didn't know all that was going on, but I'm here and didn't notice getting blocked or anything.
Now,
Yay.
Rosie.
I
you
love it.
have
She
to
made it
cover-
back from the other
You
side.
don't have to cover for Melmac's mistakes. It's okay. I'm so sorry that this has happened to you.
Oh,
The sarcasm is strong. with this one.
you missed it all, Rosie, because see, Tiffany has blocked a couple people on accident before.
On
and so-
accident.
Oh, you all. Isn't that
Mhm. I mean, let's just ask Jane. She's been traumatized for life.
And Hannah says, honestly, it was really funny that you left your phone. Melmac was causing panic. Because I feel bad. I wasn't here to answer back, but glad I caught
You
it now.
don't have to cover for Melmac. It's okay. It's okay. Talk with Stephanie, talk with Jane. They'll walk you through the healing process.
There's a support group.
Right? There's been enough people.
There's a support group.
And Alicia had to leave, so she's probably gone. But she said she needed to leave early tonight. I hope I like the book. It said it was. It's a little spicy but cute. Seems different than we normally read in romance. So interesting in what you think. And so far, I'm liking it. It's cute.
Nice.
I don't think I've gotten to like the super spicy, but there's a lot of sexual tension. But I haven't got to the spicy
Tension.
yet. There is that, and I seen the like picture on it. He's got like tattoos all over his arms. I'm like, oh, I'm not a tattoo person, but
Yeah, you're not.
That's my buzzword.
Mike says, but I want the record to show that I repeat, I did not delete Banjo anyone, unlike Tiffany.
Unlike that. She had to squeeze that last bit in there.
Mhm.
See,
I feel like things are right with the world again between, Mel and Tiffany now.
Melmac said this was almost Jane Gate all over again.
I think that Rosie's just too nice to talk about what's happened to her at Melmac's hands.
It says, I was this close to asking Storm for the link so I could appear on air to clear my good name.
I love it.
That would have been worth it.
Right?
Hi, Breezy.
Hey.
20 pages and almost finished your coloring.
I can
Awesome.
finally say when there's a bot, Melmac, be careful. Please do not send somebody to jail. We need a head count because Melmac is our moderator. I'm so thankful. Gosh, God is great. God is great.
Do I need to take her powers back on?
Right?
But Lauren said she's in chapter 3, A Dim Sum of All Fear, and loving it. So she's.
I
I
love
like
that series.
I do too. I like it a lot.
I thought you guys liked that one. I've only read the first book and it was okay, so I haven't gotten.
You have to get it. It takes more than the first book. I thought the first one was okay too.
Agreed.
Well, and it's culinary, and I'm not a big.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So it's like on the back burner. It's not like one that I'm in a hurry to get to.
Yeah, true.
Green Six read a chapter of Cupcakes, Pies, and Hometown Guys. Well, that's like a mouthful there. By Pamela Dumont, my scavenger hunt pick for Yellow.
Nice.
Made 7 minutes.
Excellent.
Good job.
Read 31 pages. We'll definitely finish this evening.
Nice, Sherry.
48%, 48%.
Wow, you guys are doing awesome.
20 pages. Watch the YouTube video. I'm almost finished my coloring page. There you go.
Nice, Jessica.
Productive.
Ooh, I love Do Not Disturb. 74, 114 of 301.
Excellent, Melanie.
I actually managed to read one chapter during this sprint.
And banned 0 people.
Thank you.
I had to.
Oh my god.
Emily said, only read 14%. I'm really enjoying it. I get me out of a reading slump that have been in for the past 2 months. Well,
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Nice.
That's really great when you find that book.
also making rice to go with leftover Thai-inspired curry that my husband made last night.
That
Curry
sounds-
is like my
Tempting.
favorite
I was
thing.
gonna say
love it
tempting
so
you
much.
with your curry. Yeah.
yeah.
Love it so much.
Coloring in intervention to be like, Lee, put down the stylus pen. We need to talk. You have
I literally stole a stylus pen off one of my coworkers' desks and brought it to my desk so I could use it at work. This way I didn't really steal it. I didn't leave the building with it, so I didn't steal it. I just brought it to my desk. But yeah, because I needed one at work.
And she says, Amy says, stress and nerves. Those are really easy to get rid of.
Yeah.
Lonely.
Yeah, and with the fact that Garrett's looking for work, and it's like literally there's been a couple times that he's shown up like for his first day, and you know how nervous you get your first day? Yeah. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, that would be hard. And Hannah said, you're right. Stress is a part of my everyday life. Speaking of Jane, where is Jane? Yes. we
I'm
have-
not the mod, and I'm not the
Yes,
person that
Tiffany
picked
Hirsch.
somebody else tonight.
Yeah, I haven't seen her. She must be busy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosie says is out on probation. Watch out for Milner.
Thank you, Jessica.
Not seen in Melmac slipping Rosie $24 bill. Say something nice. Say something nice. It's like the opposite of the final girl support. Is she shushing? Is that the shushing one?
I think so.
It says, yeah, Melmac isn't on Badu.
Issues can't be trusted. I mean, start banning people and
Melmac needs to be put on bot probation, sounds like it.
oh, Jessica, you make me so
He needs that style. So needed this. Just borrowed it. I see. We just
If I didn't leave the building with it, I didn't steal it.
Right?
It moved locations.
so your coworkers going around going, has anyone seen my stylus? And you're like, I haven't seen anything.
Listen, I've been really bad with when people take stuff off my desk. Like I'm the one that has like the label makered 4 different spots all over my stapler, and I'll like take a picture of it and be like, have you seen this? Because I know who the like work supply thief is,
Oh,
I've become that person now.
We had a manager in one of my jobs who smoked, and she would come up to the other smokers and be like, can I borrow your lighter? And then go outside, right? So when she was let go or whatever, because there was that downsizing, we were asked to kind of clean the personal stuff out of our office. We opened up a drawer, and I'm not kidding you, there were 45 cigarette lighters.
And yet she still borrowed one every time.
Klepto.
Yep.
Klepto is the word I was going for.
Yes. Lighters are the worst. That's why you couldn't just have a random black one. You had to have something that was very distinct on there that you knew was yours.
Absolutely. Yep.
I know.
Or painted it yourself, put
Yeah.
like some colors on it.
Yep.
You're
Get
like,
some
mine is the Happy New Year's Eve one, like I know that's mine.
get some fingernail polish and put mine.
Garrett used to buy bright pink ones because like guys at work would be like, and guys would be like, no, you can have this back.
Like, thank
Yeah. They're like, thank you. Here. Quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
you laid it for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't leave with it tomorrow. She'll be hiding it while she's in the worker looking for it and spots Leah. And Leah's like, no, this isn't yours. I just happen to have the same
Same
one.
one. Same one.
They were on sale.
It's not stealing. It's a change of location. Even inanimate objects appreciate a change of scenery once in a while.
oh my goodness.
That's it. This shows the
So
level
does
of
it end at certain objects? Because like then somebody could say, well, I was at the grocery store, I ate a whole bag of grapes, but I didn't really leave with them.
leave with them, right? Well, I look at it this way: if I use a pen, I've used someone's ink out of it. If I've used someone's stylus, what did I really use? You know.
It's like those people walking through Walmart with the little popcorn thing, you know, and it's like, did you pay for that or did you just get it out of the little thing over here? Because you know you can pick those up and then take them to and take them right up to the front register. I don't know if you guys can, but and you don't have, we don't have like that deli back there that much anymore. They all have it up there at the front, and so I mean you could just grab one. You know, I'm gonna pay for this, but what
And
if you
eat it
trash it
out the
instead
store.
after you're done ate it? You know.
Yep.
I think people have always had those, like where they go to like the bulk candy section, and they'll like, you know, I'm just gonna eat one or two on my way through the store, you know. So.
My grandmother was
I do that
notorious
a lot
about the
with, like,
grapes. She'd
I
like
work-
try all of them. Like,
Well, how
I
do I
worked
know if
at
I
a
want to
grocery
buy them?
I worked at a grocery store all through college, and what the thing to me the most that we had to every night sweep up like all over the grocery store cracked peanuts
Oh
because
yeah.
people would get them out of the barrel. And
Yep.
it would just be the shells over all over the floor. It looked like that. There used to be a restaurant that
Yeah.
had where you could throw them on the floor.
yes.
It looked like that. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, people don't care.
CBA coloring book.
Learn books anonymous.
Okay, so I know Tiffany is going to go to sleep. Are you guys too tired? Do you want to do like maybe a sprint to 45 or
Yeah, I can
Sure.
do another one.
Absolutely.
because I know sometimes you guys are a little bit tired and it's later for you guys.
Deleted. I just deleted it. We're done.
Oh,
You did?
I
tomorrow
just,
she'll have it back.
No. just
If you
deleted
download it again, all your pictures will still be there. Just saying.
She's
We
like,
were
"Don't
only
tell me
teasing.
that. Don't
I'm
tell me
deleting.
that."
It is an addiction, though, Tiffany.
It is.
really
No,
is.
it's not.
If you think you needed to, but I didn't want you to feel like we pressured you.
No, I have a very addictive personality. That's what I mean. Very.
I'm really bad about like games that way, like video games and anything. Like when I first get like a new one, like the whole day will go by and I don't even know it. I'm playing the game or whatever, and I didn't even realize it.
everything like that.
Same.
So we will read till 45. So
All right, everyone.
Have a good night, Tiffany.
bye, Tiffany.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. Melmac, thanks for the laugh. Bye, everyone. See you Wednesday on Sarah's channel.
Yes. Thank you. I got to remember to set that up.
Bye.
Bye.
Storm.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Okay, so how'd you guys do?
I did good. I finished my book.
Yay.
Got one of my little side missions done for the Magical Readathon.
Ooh. And I am 66% of the way through Toxic Toffee.
Nice.
I'll finish it tomorrow for sure.
I got to 32%, and I think I'm this close to the spicy part.
Okay.
The heat is being turned up.
And so Anita said, when I stayed up one night using the Happy Killer until 1 a.m., I knew it was time to stop and delete it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Green Stick said, coloring app more dangerous than meth.
So bad.
Wow.
I've never heard of this place. BookFan says Ground Round used to let people put peanut shells on the floor. I think here it was the Texas Roadhouse. I think let them do that.
Love Texas Roadhouse.
I've only ate there once, and it's because somebody gave us a gift card. But I'm not a steak person either, so I had a burger and fries.
There you go.
And Hannah left us because she's super tired, but we'll let her, it's her first day at her new
Right.
job.
Mm-hmm.
A lot went along with that, yeah.
Amy says, at the grocery store, by me, the customer weighs and prints the labels. It doesn't matter if you munch some. That's good.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I always think it's funny when I go to like the grape section and it's so much a pound, right? And those big deals, there's got to be like 3 pounds in there. And so you'll see like pieces that are, that people have pulled off and put, because they just want that pound because they don't want to pay, especially when it's like $3 and something for a pound. And,
And there's way more than that in the bag, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that is a good idea. I never really thought of that. And I know some people that like on their cabbage, they will peel off the outside that's nasty and leave it in the store.
Because they don't want to pay for that.
Especially if it's
That's
like
smart.
a pound, because you're not going to use that anyway. And
Mhm.
That's a good idea.
Why pay for it?
Sarah is her dealer. Is still there when you need it.
Lee, have I talked to you about cross stitch?
Always something. If I actually, I would have loved to have learned how to do something like that, like crocheting or knitting or cross stitch, or like I feel like every like woman in my family knows some sort of like needle art except for me. So
I didn't take up knitting until I was in my late 30s.
yeah.
I like cross stitching. I think it's really fun, but I don't think with my eyes I could do it because all that tiny stuff. If I can't read the print book, then I'll probably be up here.
It's hard. Like, no joke. There are women that I watch on YouTube who like they have. I'm like, why? How's that fun anymore?
Right.
Right. Or I'd have like some gigantic like magnifying glass so that I could put it underneath there.
Well, Rainy from Rainy Day Reads, right? She bought this headlamp thing that you put, and it's got the glasses. Like, I'm like, that's just getting too much into this stuff.
That's so many people like will buy for my job. Like the designers will buy them. They either have like where it's like around their neck and the magnifiers right here, or the Optivisor.
The only thing I had was a light that sits around your neck, and it's a reading light. And I had it because in the basement it's really dark. So if I'm stitching in the basement, I need extra light. But that was yeah.
I like Bill Max. She said she could use a relaxing sprint where I'm not panicking or doing complex. And Anita said good night. And Elliot, hi Elliot, says hi Stormy, cozily tap the light. Didn't read, watched YouTube.
Awesome.
It's a never-ending process anyway.
Yeah, and it's like, ooh, got to go to this one. Oh, look, there's another one. Oh, look. And every time I find like a new person too, it's just,
Yeah, to it.
Spent this sprint watching my kids and grandkids video messages.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Now at 81%. Oh,
Great
so
job.
close.
Nice.
13%, and left for a bit to get dinner. Yum, yum, yeah.
Mhm.
Read 57% a rover story, a middle grade sci-fi about the Mars rover from its POV. It's super cute.
Oh, how fun is that?
Cute.
And Leah says, my friend Kendall cross stitches crud things. Or crud
Yeah.
things.
Look it up on
Or they're, yeah.
on
Well, there's
Etsy.
coloring books, so I mean.
Yeah. There's patterns that are like, they look like something your grandmother would stitch with these pretty flowers, and the phrases inside, it's like, really?
Not your grandmother's phrases.
Not your grandma, well, maybe not, might have been mine.
Right.
It is never too late to
Yeah.
learn needlework.
I feel like everybody in my family always told me they couldn't teach me something because I'm left-handed. And I'm like, it's really not that different.
My grandmother learned how to knit while watching a woman in a store.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
because they would go into town and she would watch this woman knit. So she learned to knit backwards. And then my aunt is left-handed. So she knits what she calls backwards. Because I've tried to show her things and I can't. It's because she learned from her mother.
Yeah.
But really, most left-handed people, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same as normal.
I
But
was
I
going
learned
to
on
say,
YouTube.
if you watch somebody, if they do this that way, then do that, you know, like.
Exactly. Or a lot of things I've been taught as I've just gotten older. Like if somebody taught me right-handed, I just did it right-handed. Like I play all sports right-handed because that's how I was taught.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy said, bought a kit to cross stitch, but it's so intimidating for me to try. But I do crochet.
Okay.
That sounds like Dr.
Dr. Cross-Stitch, yeah. 12%.
Melmax says, I have a lot of cute cross stitch kits and embroidery kits, but I haven't tried to do any of them yet. This fall, I'm going to.
Yes.
Bye, Viv.
Night.
So my mom sat across from me, and I just mirrored her because I'm left-handed, but I think it's a bit backwards when I do it.
That's fair.
And I think on YouTube, though, I think they have some.
Oh, there's
Green Stick says left-handed, and there's some left-handed tutorials on YouTube. I was going to say, I thought there were.
I tried to learn how to crochet because everybody said crochet is easier, but I guess it's up to you individually.
Mhm.
My thing with crochet is that I couldn't tension the yarn. I didn't know how to tension the yarn with my hand to, you know what I mean? Whereas knitting, I was able to do it no problem. So I just felt my crochet was always just kind of a mess.
My problem with crocheting is that first line.
The chain.
And, yeah,
God.
I always get it too tight, and
Mhm.
then my thing starts to go like this or like this or whatever. And I get mad, and so I have to pull everything out. And I was like, oh.
I know. Whereas
I
my
did-
husband can crochet toys.
Really?
Yes.
And those always look so cute, those little animals and stuff. And I'm like, I want to do that, but I'm like, I just can't.
Oh yeah, he's crocheted. He did stuff for my niece and nephew. He did things. He made his first thing he ever did. He just wanted to try it, and he used this ugly green yarn that I had, and it ends up. It looked like a pickle. It looked like a giant pickle, and we stuffed it with stuffing and catnip, and the cats have destroyed it.
And Amy said I had to teach handwriting to a bunch of right-handed second graders. It was interesting, but we made it.
Worked. There you go.
And Green Stick says the Nerdy Needle is a good teaching channel for cross stitch, and she's left-handed.
I wrote
In
that.
all honesty, if you want to fall down the rabbit hole, go on Etsy and search cross stitch
Oh, yeah.
patterns, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Another addiction. See what we're doing.
Right? But this one's a little bit more expensive and it takes a bit
Yeah.
longer, right?
Yeah. I've always seen my mom with all the stuff that she's got.
Right.
Yeah, you can't cross stitch like 80 something in one day.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know, it takes time,
It
right?
takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
But I use the bigger hook for the chain stitch and then reduce it for the rest. Yeah, that's what I heard. Like somebody told me that. I just never tried it. But they're like, you need to go up one on it and make it, and then go back to what the needle you're supposed to use. And I've tried knitting too, and I made a pot holder is about this big. And there's a hole in the middle where I dropped a stitch somewhere.
I mean, the most I've ever crocheted is just like a long line. You know what I mean? Like, just that's it.
And when I learned how to knit, I had a coworker who was an avid knitter, and I said, when I learned you could knit socks, I'm like, I want to learn how to knit socks. She's like, that's stupid. Why on earth would you ever want to knit socks? And I'm like, nah, you've pissed me off.
Right.
Now I have 45 pairs of hand knit socks.
There you
And
go.
they're delightful.
There you go.
Knitting and crocheting tension resolves with practice. Yeah. It's
True.
the practice part, because I get impatient.
Yep.
If I just keep at it and practice, but I don't. I see things and I'm like, I want to make that.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the little pot holder. I want to make that.
That sweater with 16 colors and
There you go.
And the cables that go.
Right.
I had a hand knit sweater with cabling like you wouldn't believe, and it just never fit me properly, and it still makes me sad. It took me 6 months to knit that sweater.
Oh,
I want to reknit it.
I watched a girl she was traveling, like Nate and she was working on a sweater for herself, and in the end, like the sleeves were like this much further, and it was a crop top. She's like, what am I going to do with this? I live in Colorado. It happened.
yeah. I tried sewing too, and I'm not very good at that. I don't. My line kind of goes.
Yeah, I'm like,
when it's the beginning of COVID, I can make my own mask.
Right. That's everybody, right?
Just dust that sewing machine off that's in the closet. I can do
right?
it. Yeah, it was not. It didn't go well. I love to crochet and have knitted a little as well.
See, my thing is that for me personally, crochet to me is blankets, whereas knitting is sweaters and all the other things.
Yeah.
Like you can do, but that's just the way I think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need that many blankets.
You can make
I don't need ya.
you can crochet sweaters and all that stuff. Too,
Oh,
but
you
it's
absolutely can, but to be honest, the patterns are nowhere near as cute.
Yeah.
It's there when they're knitted.
Yeah, because I've seen some people make some really nice, what do you call those, scarves or whatever? Like they put with the crocheting and stuff. You can make those.
I want to do granny squares. I want to learn how to make granny squares, and I want to sew them together to make a scarf, like a really, kind of like a granny square. I think that would be really cool.
That's the thing. It's like I'm always hot. I'm never cold, but because my mom crochets, I have like 2 suitcases full of like scarves and hats and all that. So I'm like, but I'm always hot. So where am I going to wear these?
Whereas I'm always cold, so it works.
Right. But I love the ones she makes me. They're always like the coolest colors, and she makes the long ones for me. But
I know.
Yeah.
I want to get into the wood burning, and I have the stuff to do it, and I have a lot of the stuff. I just need to practice. I did make one thing for my friend for Christmas, and it was The Shining, and it had a little saying from The Shining, and it had an axe in the middle. And
that is
she really,
awesome.
really like that, yeah. And I'm like,
That
I
is
just need to practice more, because it's all about the temperatures and how you press it and, and all that stuff.
That's so neat.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like doing that. I'm not good with yarn and thread, but I can do that.
Give her fire and she's set.
Just like Ambergen likes paper crafting. She likes making marks and stuff.
Love to.
And I would like to get to where I would be good enough that I could get like those little wood bookmarks and then try to.
Yes.
Kind of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I love doing that.
It's like crocheting because it's more forgiving. I've only knit disco. Yeah, it's like you drop that one stitch and it's like, oh, it's way down there. I don't want to have to pull it all the way apart.
Right.
But then I guess, that's where the needle and thread, maybe you can sew and pull it.
There is a way. I've done it myself. I've been knitting on a sock and like this far down, I've dropped a stitch, and there is a way using a small crochet hook to pick it up and pull it through. But I don't care.
Right.
I made 24 pot holders and wash.
Woohoo!
There you go.
That is awesome.
Mhm.
Wood bookmarks are so pretty. Yeah, I do. I think
Agreed.
they're so pretty. So my mom is always working on a crochet blanket, and she has given one to each of her nieces and nephews for graduation. Some aren't designated.
Designated for anyone. My a friend of mine, she got all this yarn, like somebody at her work's grandmother passed away and they had all this old acrylic yarn and they're like, oh, you knit here, you take it. She's like, whatever. So she had bins of it. So she just started knitting blankets, like small blankets about this big, and she donated them all to the shelters so that all the shelter dogs and cats would have their own hand knit blanket. Like,
Let's-
what a wonderful thing to do with it, you know?
I love that.
Hi, AK Stephanie. She says I enjoy quilting.
That is my aunt.
I really like to learn how to do that, but it seems like so much work. I have a cousin who does that, and like she keeps all her little scraps, and some of hers got those little small pieces, and she learned how to dye her own stuff,
Wool
and yeah, like patterns and all that stuff for. And
Wow.
she
Yeah,
does.
mine-
She also has one of those big long arms, and people will pay her to put the backing and stuff, and then do the sewing of the really cool sewing in the middle
Mhm.
and stuff. And she makes her own design and everything, unless they have a specific design they want her to do. Or
Wow.
My mom took all my sister from all the races she runs, and you always get a T-shirt too. So my mom made her like a quilt out of all of her racing T-shirts.
I love that.
Yeah, so she
I
like
love
had
that.
that memory of them.
I'm like, but when one of my besties found out she was pregnant, my mom held up her blanket and said, "I wonder who this was for." I know someone who in the winter makes blankets and gives them to children's hospitals. Yeah.
So, yep, that and preemie hats are big things too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a lot in the church. They one year they made a bunch of little caps and stuff for the children's church and stuff, because we know, and like some gloves and things like that, because there's, even though you never know the situation whenever they're there, they might not have a lot of to buy and stuff, so
Yeah,
they give
Absolutely.
them out to like the kids and stuff, and they really like that.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they've crocheted them some blankets and things like that. So we have like the prayer shawl people, and they do all that, and then they do that other stuff on the side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
One
know
of the
one woman
ladies-
who does a
I
lot of
said
prayer
I
shawls.
would like a hat, and so she made me a hat.
there you go.
I was like, yay! Okay, well, I think it's probably time to wrap up. You guys are probably tired, and so Wednesday on yours,
Yes.
same time, 7 Eastern,
7 o'clock. Yep.
and we will see you all then. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.